All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome to the Team Reactive question and answer session here. My name is Paul Tyra, and I'm going to be answering some questions. It looks like we've got some good ones this week. So let me go ahead and answer them in the order as received. Again, we apologize. Last weekend had a couple of live events, so we weren't able to do the Q&A session there, but we'll go ahead and fire away now. Okay, the first one, as I scroll down here, was from Ron Huxtable. And Ron says, why wouldn't someone, an associate enrolled, show up on her detailed genealogy report? And what is a detailed genealogy report? So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Share the entire screen, and we'll flip over here and take a look at the virtual office. Let me say present to everyone. Okay, so excuse me, you should be seeing my screen. And in the way you can get to the detailed genealogy report is under My Reports. It's the very last one, Detailed Genealogy. You can select that. And I'm in a test user account here, Tammy Martin. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, fictitious person named Tammy. So we're here in the account, and as you can see, this will show someone's organization. Tammy will be at the top. And to answer the question that says, why wouldn't someone as an associate enrolled show up on our detailed genealogy report? They absolutely should. But let me just explain what you're looking at here in the detailed genealogy report. On the left here, this will tell you what level, LV is level, that the person is away from you. Okay, leg means are they on your left or your right? So 0 is you, or the person that you're looking at the top there of this tree. 1 means it's the person directly beneath that person. 2 means it's the person directly beneath the 1 person, right? 3 is directly beneath the 2 person, etc. So 3, 4, 5. Now, when you run into a 2, what this means is you would look back up here and say, okay, well, who's the 1 above? So that means this 2 is also front line to this 1 person above, okay? And then 3 would be the person underneath that person, etc. When you hit another 1, that means that that person is front line as well to the 0 person, okay? And then again, underneath that side, that's the level 2. And then, so that means this is the person here with the 1. That means this is one of theirs, the left, and then the right of that level 1, okay? So 3, 4, 5. So you can see how it's building. You'll only have 2 people that have one directly beneath here, okay, in this example. Now, what you could do, okay, so we've got filters, and we have format, we have organization. If I switch this over to sponsor and I update report, give it a second. Okay, now we're looking at the enrollments, the personal enrollments here. I mean, now we're looking at the tree from a personal enrollment perspective. So these are the 2 people right beneath Tammy as on with regards to personally enrolled. Okay, and as you can see, as we go down here, this person personally enrolled, this person who looks like personally enrolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everyone who's a 3 here was the enrollment of that person. Okay. And then you'll see there's a 4, and then there's another 3. So that, because the number 2 person signed that person up. So again, you'll see an unlimited width of people that you, now when you hit a 1, that's again someone else you personally enrolled. So so everyone here in this case, in this example, would be personal enrollments from you up here at top, because you are still always going to be 0. There's only 1 0, that's you. And so the structure you could actually write out graphically if you wanted. Everyone that's a 1 is directly beneath you, and then you can start building out their organization underneath them, because there's someone who's a 2 is going to be underneath that 1, etc. So it's going to go right down the tree chronologically. All right. So they would, just looking at this, like if you're looking for them, this is how you would do so. Okay, it would be a quicker way to do that. So it's just a way to see too as well. Like if I go back to the previous binary view here, you can see if someone has at a glance, if they have a left and right. What does that mean? Probably means they're a director, right? As long as they've got 1 left, 1 right, and they're active, you'd have to know if they're active. Then you would say, okay, this person has 2 personal enrollments. They're probably a director. So that's one of the reasons. If they have an open spot, then you would see that that position is open. And if they did, if you clicked on it, you could see that they can actually do an enrollment right in that spot if you clicked on open there. Okay, so just go through. You can go through here. Report, to be honest, I really don't use this report too much. It is good too to see volumes, your volumes left and right for each pay period going back. So we have week 26, pay period 27. We're currently in pay period 28, and you could check it volumes at a glance in this report as well if someone had volumes. Okay, so you can see this is going to be where activity was happening. So you can kind of get a sense for where activity is happening at a glance if you're looking at a specific part of your group. All right. But if you're looking for like new enrollments, another good report there, more accurate, is new customer / associates. Okay, search new customer / associate. Now, if I'm there, okay, and if I scroll down, here's where you could immediately see at a glance when these people are coming in, the most recent enrollments from the group. Okay, and you can just you can set a certain date range you'd like to see when they came in, maybe the last week or 2 weeks. You want to, say I want to see everyone that came in the last week. Okay, and you can actually go to someone's specific ID as well. Okay, if you wanted to see a binary or sponsorship tree type mode, you can do that as well. Okay, and then click show report, and it would then filter out by that criteria. All right. So just a heads up there. Okay. So if someone does need further clarification, go ahead and type it in the comment section. When it refreshes, I'll be able to clarify anything needed there. Let me go ahead and get to the next question. The next question would be, if someone orders as a preferred customer, is it easy for them to change to an associate? And if so, how would they do that? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. As a preferred customer, you're really not in the associate genealogy tree structure. So be very aware of that. We've had people that have signed up as a customer, and they basically, someone else, they totally disconnected from, didn't think anything more of it. And then somebody else started talking to them about the business later, and they decided to be an associate. They signed up in their organization. Okay, that can happen. And so you want to maintain a good relationship with your customer. You don't want to pressure them or anything to become an associate, but just make them aware that's an option. How would you do that? I'm going to make a suggestion. Okay, if you got a customer on the product, just check in with them. How you doing? Make sure they're using it properly and they're getting good results. Let's say they start getting good results. You can just very softly mention that, hey, it's awesome, you're getting these amazing results. By the way, do you know of anyone who you can think of that might also want to benefit, from this amazing technology? Because if you did, you could be compensated for your efforts and actually make some money. Maybe even get your product for free. Maybe make some additional money on top of that, or create some additional, an additional income stream. Would that be something that you'd be, willing to take a look at or interested in, right? So at that point, again, the right person's like, well, what do you mean? I was already talking to my mom about it, So are you saying that I can maybe be able to generate some income? Sure. And then you step them through that process. So be very aware of that, and be very aware of that. That with regards to the customers out there, they could end up in someone's organization as well. If you if you don't interact with them. Okay. So that's what that is. Now, William Hawkins out there asked, how can someone become an associate? Very simple. They go to your website and they click on join, right? Go to your Team ASEA website and they just click on join at the top, boom, fill out the information, and they're now an associate. Okay. Can you be an associate and a preferred customer? It would have to be 2 separate accounts that you set up, and you really wouldn't want to do that, right? You're either, one or the other, typically. Okay. All right. Looks like we got a great question in today, just this evening, from Tandra. Tandra says, new associate Carol S. wants to know what's your most effective opening statement to someone within the cold market that is successful. again, what I like to do and what I teach is first making a connection to someone. It's not like we're selling something a $9.95, or even in my personal approach. I'm not trying to sell someone even a case of ASEA. That's really not what I do, or tubes of Renew. I'm looking to have a conversation with someone to determine if they're not happy with their current situation, what they're doing career-wise, or they feel that they deserve more. So maybe they like what they do, but they feel like maybe they'd hit their head on the ceiling. And in my training, and we generally have a basics webinar training on teamreactive.com in the business video section. I talk about four key questions that I like to ask people to engage with. So I don't sit there and just have a magic line that I try to tell people to pitch to somebody to get them to buy or interest. What I try to do is learn about them, and I ask them questions about what they do for a living, what they like to do for fun, just conversational. I'm creating a relationship there first, and then getting their contact information. I'd love to stay in touch with you. You sound like like you've got a great background. So let's keep in touch. But let them do most of the talking initially, and then I put them through the ABC process. Because what you can always do later is you could say, hey, Betty, we met on the airplane the other day, and I was thinking about you. You had mentioned all these things you got going on in your life, and I was thinking, man, you'd be great doing what I recently launched. Would that be something? Would you be open to additional ways of generating some income? And again, after she told you about her situation and everything, this person then probably likely say, yeah, or they'll say, well, what is it? What are you talking about? At that point, you send them the tool, right? You send them the video clip, the opportunity video clip, put them in the platform, send the video clip. So again, really the key thing for me is I don't try to deliver one-liners. I just have seen that a lot of those typically are, can be uncomfortable, or someone can feel like they're being sold something. So I like to get that relationship established first, and then start a conversation, if you will, to put them through the process. All right. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? I will leave, or if there's something that wasn't clear, or you do have more questions about one of the things that I've covered tonight, feel free to type them right in that comment section, and I'll give it a second to refresh because there is a little bit of a delay. That's why we use comments, the comment area. Okay, and then we will address any additional questions or anything anyone needs extra clarification on. Also want to mention, we do have, I did post a work in progress here that's at a point where people are already using this, and I've gotten some pretty good feedback. I've gotten feedback, good, bad, things that we need to improve on it. But I would really love to hear any of your feedback out there. This presentation is at paultyralive.com. Actually had it right here on this page until tonight. If you had a chance to watch it here, great. If not, you can go to paultyralive.com and type in the comment section any questions you have. If you would like a copy of the slides, if you send me your email link there, or I can rather email you a link to download the slides. Email me, send the email to paul@teamreactive.com. Once again, paul@teamreactive.com, and I will reply and send you a link. It's a pretty big file because there's video clips in there, as you'll see. Okay, and by the way, the technology on there, the longer video clips, the voice kind of gets out of sync with the video, so pay no attention to that. We'll work on ironing that out down the road, but as long as you get the concept of the messaging, that's really what we're looking for feedback on, is the flow of it, and really the structure of that presentation is designed to give someone an awareness of what's going out in the job world and the traditional 40-40 plan model that's broken, and hearing from industry world-renowned and economists and industry thought leaders on their take of that model. You got Robert Kiyosaki to Les Brown to Paul Zane Pilsner, world-renowned economist in there. One of the original sharks from Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. There's some great inserts and validation for you about the industry as a whole, or rather our economy as a whole, and then it transitions into various entrepreneurial options that you may have: a traditional business, a franchise type model business, or network marketing. And why the network marketing option is the strongest due to the low risk involved and due to all of the resources it provides and the duplication and residual income stream that it can generate. So once we have that defined or established, then the last segment, the final segment, talks about why ASEA is your best option in the space of network marketing. Okay, we go over the product, the company, the compensation plan, and the tools. And so it really clarifies why ASEA, out of everything out there, stands above the rest, head and shoulders. Okay, so take a look at that. It's 36 minutes in length, just to give you a heads up. You can budget the time for it. And would really, again, love anything that's not clear. You got feedback or something you say, that really didn't move me, or whatever, whatever sections, really appreciate. Again, that's at Paul Tyra Live, live.com, PAULTAIRA, and then the word live, live.com. Actually, my name there is spelled right under here. So just add paultyralive.com, no spaces, and you'll get there. Okay, I'll refresh one more time to see if we have any additional input or feedback on that. And if not, I think we're good to go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Be sure to tune in and drive people here for more questions, and we'll answer them this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. on the East Coast. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening, rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.